Welcome back to another episode of my 6R4 replica Subaru slash something build. Yeah, not so much nice weather down here today. Got down here a bit late, so I do apologise. So yeah, what's our plan? The plan is to stop trying to say the word yeah a lot, which is better because I used to say the word a lot, and now I've moved on to yeah, so. Okay, well, we've got some parts arrived, some bits and bobs. Cage is ordered, I said that last week, hoping to get it this week, but we'll just have to see. So this week, or this weekend, or today, or this episode, I want to try and do the inner sills. We've got some 2mm metal that we want to make some brand new inner sills from to give the sort of strength to the Subaru, plus also obviously something for the Metro shelter to weld onto, but we've got to just finish off the exhaust. We've got to just whip that off again, just do a little weld, finish off the welding that I did at the front to shorten it on the front section, and that can just be popped back on for now. I couldn't get hold of a front gasket, but again, that'll just have to stay there for the moment. It's something we can easily do later on. Key thing is just for the exhaust to be out of the way and get everything. Yeah. Didn't say yeah, I didn't say yeah. So let's crack on. Quick going over some of the parts that have arrived. Things that we didn't really need. We've got exhaust gasket there, don't need. The main thing is this MG slash Mark II type grille. It sort of seems to be the one that they use on a lot of the 6R4s. I don't think, I'm sure other people will comment on exactly what model it came off. Obviously you can see this one's broken, but it only cost me a tenner. I'm hoping that we don't need those top bits. Yeah, so that's that. Ooh, lovely, so that helps mocking up. And then I just picked up some headlights as well. You say why headlights? Surely you've got Subaru headlights. You've got the Metro headlights. Well, the Metro I bought was a later version, the 90s version. So basically, the headlights were wrong. They're not based, so I knew that. But that's why the Metro only cost me 500 quid instead of 1,500. So I'm hoping buying these extra little bits that I knew headlights. I knew I had to buy a new front end anyway, fiberglass, all that sort of stuff. So a set of headlights. Yeah. Brand new in the box, still Lucas. Look at that, eh? Woohoo! And so that'll give us our Mark I, Mark II front end, I hope. Not the prettiest, but it's maybe stainless compared with steel wire, and also got the barn door open as well, so yeah, I do need a little bit crackling and tinkle away the old thing. What I want to do is just measure this gasket, because I should have got another one and I didn't know what size it was and I'd already bolted up. I should have measured it the other day, so I couldn't order one. So I'll order one now, measure it up and order one. Okay, it's pissing down, I still can't get outside yet, but we've lowered the car back onto the ground. Did the exhaust back up again, a bits and bobs. So basically what we need to do now is make some inner sills. So I've got some big 2mm thick sheet. I think we'll start off by cutting 2 long strips to act as the sills, and then we can work out where we're going to notch them, where we're going to bend them or do anything with them, and sort of to mate them up to the front part and to the back sort of heel board. Yeah, I think we'll just play it by ear. I left some of the inner sills in just to sort of like supports as I was lowering it on, so they're going to have to be just cut out now. And yeah, alright, I think it's actually stopped raining. Okay, roughly trimmed to length just to make it a bit more easier to use. Do a bit wide. I think I've only got 4 cutting discs left out of a pack of 50. Yeah, I've ordered some more up, so fingers crossed they arrive at some point. I don't really want to go down screw fixing, pay through the nose just for 5 or 10. So the main thing to do is now cut the 9-inch sills off, basically 9-inch strips, 2 9-inch strips. Be fun. There we got our 2 new sills, 9-inch by 2mm thick. Yeah, yeah, so obviously a lot thicker than the original Sills were. Obviously we're having a cage put in anyway, so should be strong enough. The only things we've got to do is sort of finish the ends now, just so they sort of slot in, so we need to just sort of figure out that. And at some point we're going to put a seatbelt point in, but we can do that once it's on the car and before the body goes on for the last time. We can just drill through and then weld in a fitting from the back. That's the idea anyway. So yeah, I shouldn't say yes. Let's get it back on the car, see if we can fit one. Figure out how to fit one. Okay, things go always slower than you think. So there's a big piece of wood in the way. Yeah, so I'll just put a little screw in there just for the moment. So that's the idea. Obviously I'm screwed it down there until I welded it. And yeah, this area is going to then be a lot more cut out for the wheel arches and stuff. And I'll tie that back into the roll cage as well. But the sill really needs to go from sort of this area all the way to the front and locking in the seat cross members, which obviously some people remove, some people don't, or whatever you're doing. But yeah, that's looking all right. Just yeah, tiny little screws for now, and then we can decide what we're going to do and move it slightly or whatever. It takes so long, these things. All right, it might be taking a bit longer than I thought, but I'm pretty pleased with that at the moment. So I've got 3 self-tapping countersunk screws holding the sill in from the outside through the floor pan. I've cleaned up the shell a bit, still got more cleaning to do because I've basically just cut the inner sill out but left a little lip, so that needs to come off. But I've mole gripped it to the top part where the door sits, so that's going to be obviously drilled and plug weld. And yeah, so actually that's technically that sill done, and it's fitting, looking quite good. Yeah, so looks quite high, but actually that's what it sort of was, the size of the Metro. Whether the thing could come down lower or not is another question. We need to have a look at that. But it is what it is. It's a rally car, so it's going to have to be up high anyway. If I drop it any lower, which I could do, I could just drop this whole sill down, so it's not too much of an issue. But then I will start running into issues around the bulkhead, and so sometimes it's easier to avoid that. But to be honest, actually it does look like it could come down. But we shall see. Let's see what it's looking like. So yeah, I'm pleased with that. I've drilled out ready for plug welding, and obviously I expect with stitch weld as well. All the cage will be tied into that, the door bar and everything. Yeah, lovely. Okay, lunch break done. Time to do the driver's side sill. We've put the bonnet on. I'm not going to show you the front end yet. It's given me a lot to think about, and I'm not going to spoil stuff and get people going, away, it's not going to work and things like that. So you just guys just have to wait. I'm going to have a bit of a think on those issues I've got at the front. But yeah, so that's looking good. It's all sitting quite nicely at the moment. Good old scissor jack, can't beat those. Always seem to collect some of them every time you cut a car up. Useful little things. All right. Inner sill. I know it's a bit of a mess, but that sill is in, screwed in and clamped, mole gripped to the sill line, the door lip, which is, you know, is what I'm going for. That parallel to the floor is going to be parallel, and you know, well, you've got to assume they're parallel, otherwise you're going to be here all day and don't know what you're doing. And then the other side's clamped in, so actually the shell is technically clamped in position. I haven't really checked the forward back, but I've gone as far forward as I can. And yeah, I was hoping to try and get it pushed out a bit, just so we could sort of see a few things on it and get a bit of a sight line of what's going on, but hasn't happened just yet. But and the rain's still coming down. Oh, we're having Domino's for 2 tonight. Yeah, I need something to be able to watch The Masked Singer with the family. We're going to watch that Richard Hammond thing afterwards. Okay, it's been a long day. I'm just trying to wrap up. Hang on a second, back again. I'm just trying to put the body kit on the back just to sort of give me a nice little photo and just something to think about. I thought I was just going to get away some like 30mm spacers, but it looks like I'm going to need a lot more than, well, I can't really go more than 30mm spacers anyway, so I might have to look at different slightly offset wheels. I do know you can get like a wide track Subaru or something. I'm guessing the components are, you know, longer bottom arms and things and longer drive shafts, but that does sound like a lot of effort as well. So yeah, I don't really want to buy a new set of wheels, so we may just have to put some spacers on them, make do for the moment. But yeah, opinions and views. Oh, it had to be done, didn't it? I had to just grab the tailgate and my homemade spoiler, pop the other arch on. It's fallen down. I've only got one fixing on, so but you get the picture, don't you? Straight away. I'm like a dog with two tails. You just imagine it, aren't you? I don't know. Yeah, it makes you whip itself to bits as soon as I drive down the road, or track, I should say, or out the garage. But yeah, I really appreciate all your support, guys. If I ever get anywhere near bigger, I'd love to get a bigger unit, so that'll be the first thing on the list of stuff to do, so we can do more space and get better videoing, because the trouble with being in a small unit is like these cameras are so close you can't see nothing. So I do apologise. I'm sorry if it's a bit windy as well. I'm just standing outside the door, obviously. But yeah, as you see, we're definitely going to need some spacers or something, so come up with some suggestions. Anyone got any wheels to swap? Anybody want to swap offset wheels with these ones? Let me know. And yeah, I think that's it for today. Well, there is one more thing I'm going to do, because I've just got to do it. We'll won't do it for too long, but yeah, it's got the look of it, and it's got the look. Love it. Just before we end this video, again, thanks to all the new subscribers. You're really helping. Please hit the like button, share it wherever you can. If you want to support me, just check the description. There's different ways of doing it, but the simplest way is just to hit the like button and share it with a friend. Tell a friend that you've seen this mad person cutting up a Subaru and a Metro, and they're trying to join them together in a shed. But yeah, and I'll just leave you with this now.